Are you craving a trip on Space Mountain? Well, we've got the next best thing. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli, and in today's House of Mouse headlines, some majorly disappointing news has been reported about the Disneyland Resort, and we get our first look at the live-action Aladdin movie. That and so much more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
Well, it's official. After complications with the city of Anaheim and a reported delay, Disney has officially announced that the Disneyland Resort 4th hotel project has been canceled. In order to prepare for the previously announced hotel construction, Downtown Disney had to close their Rainforest Cafe, AMC Theaters, ESPN Zone, Earl of Sandwich, and more businesses. Luckily, the Earl of Sandwich location has since reopened, but there's no news as to what will happen with the other vacated businesses. That end of Downtown Disney is now in desperate need of some help. Some people are wanting the reopening of many of these locations, but me personally, I want to see some new stuff brought in. Other than Earl of Sandwich, I didn't frequent the other businesses down there. I would love to see some more interactive entertainment like The Void added to Downtown Disney. For now, it'll just be the reopened Earl of Sandwich, some food trucks, and nighttime entertainment. But I can't wait to hear what Disney will decide to bring down to that end of Downtown Disney. Perhaps now would finally be a good time to bring the Muppet Whatnot workshop that we were promised years ago. It's doubtful, but hey, don't kill my dreams. Now let's talk about some better news related to Downtown Disney. The latest addition to Downtown Disney is the ice cream shop Salt and Straw. Co-founders and cousins Kim and Tyler Malik created Salt and Straw as a one-of-a-kind experience, encouraging guests to sample through the diverse menu and share a special moment over ice cream. Upon entering the shop, guests are greeted by Salt and Straw's enthusiastic experts who can lead them on their tasting journey. The shop's design features an abstract totem pole display of stacked scoops and cones, handmade sculpted lighting fixtures, and red and white striped exterior panels to evoke the feeling of a modern-day mercantile. Salt and Straw ice cream offerings are handmade in small batches using local, organic, and sustainable ingredients. Monthly specials showcase flavors rooted in seasonality. Guests can enjoy scoops on handmade waffle cones as well as pick up pints and cones to go. One construction project that is well underway at the Disneyland Resort, in addition to Galaxy's Edge of course, is the new 6,500 space parking garage next to the Mickey and Friends parking structure. This past week, they announced that there will be a pedestrian bridge connected to this structure, allowing guests to avoid crosswalks over Magic Way. I know that a pedestrian bridge doesn't really sound like all that exciting of news, but I've got to tell you that this makes me so happy. You know you've been living in LA far too long when the thought of avoiding a crosswalk brings you so much joy. Anywho, this pedestrian bridge will make crossing over from the parking structure to Downtown Disney much simpler. But of course, this pedestrian bridge will bring you to the previously mentioned empty end of Downtown Disney. Let's hope some stuff opens down there before this parking structure and pedestrian bridge is completed in 2019. Now let's hop over to the other coast shopping and dining district. Disney Springs has announced 3 new stores that will be opening this fall. Disney Tails, spelled T-A-I-L-S, is now open and it features Disney gifts for your 4-legged pets. Love Pop will also be opening, and that will feature 3D greeting card paper sculptures. And finally, beginning on November 3rd for a limited time, The Art of Disney presents Greg McCullough will offer original Disney artwork by this fan-favorite artist. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, it wasn't all that long ago when they opened the Muppets-inspired PIzzeRizzo restaurant. Now, it has been announced that this newish location has now gone into seasonal operation. This usually happens due to low attendance, but whenever the park is expected to be busy, they can easily reopen the location to help out with the large crowds. Now, I visited PIzzeRizzo just about a year ago and was really disappointed by it. I thought the idea to have a Muppets-themed restaurant directly across from Muppet Vision 3D was a really good one. Unfortunately, the execution was poor. I can't speak for the food since I didn't eat there, but as far as the Muppets theming is concerned, it's minimal. This space could remove all traces of the Muppets pretty easily just by taking down some pictures off the wall and renaming the restaurant. It really is a shame. It felt like a project that had so much of its budget taken away. The future for the Muppets at Disney's Hollywood Studios unfortunately isn't looking too bright. From what I hear, though, the new Muppet Babies TV show has really good ratings, so maybe in about 10 years we'll have a whole new batch of Muppets fans who will give these characters the love and respect that they deserve. If you're looking for a Christmastime getaway, you may be interested in the Ultimate Disney Christmastime package at Walt Disney World. Guests who purchase this package will enjoy a 5-night stay at a select Disney Moderate, Disney Deluxe, or Disney Deluxe Villa Resort Hotel, checking in on December 17th and checking out on December 22nd, 2018. This will also include 4-day theme park tickets with park hopper option and some exclusive experiences, including exclusive nighttime access to Toy Story Land on December 17th, celebrate the season at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on December 18th, exclusive nighttime access to select Disney's Animal Kingdom attractions on December 19th, exclusive early morning access to shopping at World of Disney Store and Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail experience on December 20th, and enjoy an exclusive holiday-themed buffet dinner event at Epcot on December 21st. This offer can be booked beginning on October 22nd and ending on December 2nd. Speaking of Christmas, have you ever wanted to attend the company Christmas party over at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California? It's pretty typical toward the end of the year for companies to throw holiday parties for their employees. What isn't so typical is for the company Christmas party to add an additional night where they can sell tickets to outside guests like D23 members. Every December, the Disney Studio in Burbank gets a little more magical as the spirit of the holiday season sweeps across the lot with twinkling lights, music, and seasonal decorations for the annual employee holiday party. Continuing the tradition, the Walt Disney Company extends the invitation to our D23 members and their guests for a special encore, light up the season evening on the fabled studio grounds. This festive evening celebrates that special Disney time of year with wintertime activities and games, shopping, photo opportunities, and delicious treats, with fun for the whole family. What you'll get there will be screenings of Mickey's Christmas Carol inside the historic Studio Theater, several holiday photo opportunities including Disney photo ops, character meet and greets, and a chance to meet Santa Claus, holiday shopping opportunities at the studio store where Disney authors will be on hand to sign their books, D23 exclusive Light Up the Season 2018 Disney ornament, local vendor booths with a variety of crafts and gifts, fun holiday games and prizes, complimentary treats, plus additional seasonal sweets and savories, including Walt's Chili, will be available for purchase. This event takes place on Sunday, December 9th over at the Walt Disney Studios lot in Burbank, California, and tickets are now on sale for D23 members for $25. Another D23 event is Destination D, which takes place at Walt Disney World on the years when there is no D23 Expo. It's been announced that during Destination D on November 17th, there will be a special presentation featuring the songwriting team of the much-anticipated Mary Poppins Returns. The film's composer and lyricist Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman will present a special behind-the-scenes experience from the making of Mary Poppins Returns. They'll also discuss how they created the original music and songs for the new sequel. And as an extra bonus, Mark Shaman will be giving a live performance. Speaking of anticipated films, we got our first look at the live-action Aladdin movie through a teaser trailer. In the trailer, we hear a slowed-down, more epic orchestral version of the song Arabian Nights as the camera pans over the desert sands. We then hear a familiar voice from the Cave of Wonders. I particularly love the design of this Cave of Wonders. It still has the lion shape, but it's done in a way that looks like this cave entrance could actually exist in real life. The teaser ends with a shot of Aladdin reaching out for the lamp. I'll include a link in this episode's description so that you can check it out for yourself. Aladdin is due in theaters on May 24th, 2019. I also want to remind you folks that this upcoming Saturday, October 20th, the Hocus Pocus 25th Anniversary Halloween Bash will be on Freeform TV. Now, I was actually there in the audience for this live taping, so maybe you'll even see me there. Probably not, though. But in any case, I'll talk a bit more about that experience on a future episode of Disney Coast to Coast. I do want to give a shout out to Grizzly Nina, who left a 5-star rating and review on iTunes for Disney Coast to Coast. Thank you so much to Grizzly Nina, who had to say, Jeff knows Disney. He has unapologetic opinions that he shares with thought and care. He knows his Disney history and has amazingly excellent guest interviews. Precise and to the point on his news days, charming and nerdy on his conversation days. Love the variety. Well, thank you so much, Grizzly Nina. You just helped other Disney fans find the show more easily. If you'd like a shout out and you want to help other Disney fans find the show, head to iTunes, leave that 5-star rating and review. Of course, before we go, we got to get to this week's Twitter poll. I asked you guys, which of the following parade's music do you prefer? This was a tough one. The options were Main Street Electrical Parade, Spectro Magic, or Paint the Night. I'm a little surprised to say in last place was Spectro Magic with 17% of the votes, followed by Main Street Electrical Parade with 19% of the votes, and Paint the Night wins with a whopping 64% of the votes. Now folks, pretty soon I'll be having a live stream Q&A over on Facebook Live for my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to join in on that, head to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on the Patreon tab, and find out how you can do that. Of course, while you're at DisneyCoastToCoast.com, check out our merchandise shop and support the show that way, and all of our social media can be found over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com as well. Now this episode of Disney Coast to Coast was produced by Philip Elke, who has supported the show through Patreon. If you'd like to become a DCTC producer or gain other rewards, like that live stream Q&A I was telling you about, more information can be found at patreon.com/DCTC. But for now, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for watching Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePaoli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.